Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at a blast from the past, the Apple Mac Mini MD388LL. This isn't the latest and greatest, but a renewed model from 2012, packing a 2.3 GHz quad-core Intel Core i7 processor for gigabytes of RAM and a 500 gigabytes hard drive. It also features Intel HD Graphics 4000. Now, right off the bat, let's be realistic. In today's world of blazing fast processors and SSDs, this Mac Mini isn't going to win any speed contests. However, that doesn't mean it's irrelevant. The Core i7 processor is still surprisingly capable for everyday tasks like browsing the web, writing documents, and even some light photo editing. The 4 gigabytes of RAM is definitely a limiting factor. You'll likely find yourself wanting more, especially if you're a multitasker. Upgrading the RAM is possible, and it's something to consider if you plan on using this Mac Mini as your primary machine. The 500 gigabytes hard drive is another area where this Mac Mini shows its age. Boot times and application loading speeds are noticeably slower compared to modern SSD-equipped computers. Swapping out the hard drive for an SSD would breathe new life into this machine and dramatically improve its performance. The Intel HD Graphics 4000 is fine for basic tasks and older games, but don't expect to run any modern AAA titles. It's perfectly adequate for streaming videos and browsing the web. Despite its age, this Mac Mini has a few things going for it. First, it's incredibly compact and energy efficient. It's perfect for small spaces or for use as a media server. Second, it's relatively affordable, especially as a renewed model. This makes it a great option for students, casual users, or anyone looking for a cheap entry point into the macOS ecosystem. The MD388LL comes with 802.11n Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0, which are still perfectly usable for most wireless peripherals and networks. It also has a good selection of ports, including Thunderbolt, USB 3.0, HDMI, and an SD card slot. The big question is, who is this Mac Mini for in 2024? It's not for power users or gamers, but it could be a good option for someone who needs a basic computer for everyday tasks, a media server, or a secondary machine for a specific purpose. It's also a great way to experience macOS without breaking the bank. However, keep in mind that you might want to upgrade the RAM and swap out the hard drive for an SSD to get the most out of it. Even with those upgrades, it's still not going to be a powerhouse, but it will be a much more enjoyable experience. Ultimately, the Apple Mac Mini MD388LL is a capable little machine that can still be useful in the right circumstances. Just be aware of its limitations and consider upgrading some of its components to bring it up to speed.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.